October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yeah, and 1 out of every 4 women will actually be affected by domestic violence at some point in their lifetime. 2 survivors were actually brave enough to speak out with us against this national crisis and share their own personal experiences.
My husband was he had tried to kill me.
He treated me good for 2 months. After that, he started show his real face.
Anyway, he broke in one night about 2 in the morning, and he broke through 2 doors.
After 2 months, he hit me, and I called the police.
My son and his girlfriend were asleep upstairs. My other son was downstairs. I was downstairs. And I noticed that all the power was out. And so I tried to pick up the phone. The phone lines had been cut.
Yes, I think I have to, wait and maybe he changed. Because I think he maybe can change if I try help him,
He came upstairs to where we were, and my son had to shoot him.
I come back home, and after 2 weeks again it started.
And then somebody told me about shelter to help me get back on my feet.
When I came here, I feel free.
Hope Haven of Cass County is a non-profit shelter for victims of sexual and domestic abuse. Its occupants are given resources and a place to stay while trying to rebuild their lives.
Hope Haven is an asset to the community. It is a place where people can go to be safe.
Being an employee at the shelter can be mentally and emotionally exhausting, but what they are doing to help the women and children that come through there make it all worth it.
It's very challenging. There are some times that I wish that I could go back to being the naive person I was 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
I think the greatest thing about this is that I go home every day knowing that even if I made the smallest difference, it was a big difference to somebody else, and I'm enriching lives.
You have to be able to hold someone, you have to be able to cry with someone, you have to be able to laugh with someone, and at the same time not judge anything they're doing or any choices they're making.
When a child witnesses abuse between their parents, it causes damage to them as well. Statistics show children are more likely to grow up and become abusers after witnessing domestic violence, seeing it as an acceptable behavior.
When a woman or a man is abused by their spouse or their partner, not only do they suffer, but the children, they witness it. Even if they hear it, they don't have to see it. They know it. They sense it. They are also victims.
I can let my son grow up and think this is the right way, how is a family.
To the residents of Hope Haven, the shelter is not just giving them support, it's helping them rebuild their trust and their families.
It was so horrific. It's something that I wouldn't want anyone else to ever go through. But, I'm glad I got help. I'm glad I'm a survivor.
I deserve be happy, and I deserve a better life for me.
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic abuse, please call the national hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Please seek help. This has been reporter Ian Russell for Rapec Now.